In Lewis L'Amour's novel, Last of the Breed, the story revolves around Major Joseph Mack, a Native American Air Force pilot. After his plane is shot down by Soviet forces between Russia and Alaska, Joseph, also known as Mack, becomes a captive and must rely on his ancestral skills to escape across the harsh terrain of Siberia. Published by Bantam Books in 1987, the book begins with an intriguing introduction set at the story's conclusion. A Russian soldier delivers a package from Mack to Colonel Zametev, one of Mack's relentless pursuers. Curious about the whereabouts of Alekin, his tracker, Zametev learns that the soldier did not encounter him. However, as the soldier and Alekin are ambushed by Mack, the introduction ends with the soldier being rendered unconscious just as Zametev prepares to open the package. Chapter 1 delves into Mack's contemplation of his captivity. Unbeknownst to him, Zametev had meticulously orchestrated his capture, infiltrating American government agencies to ensure that Mack would be flying an experimental aircraft at the precise time and location for Soviet forces to bring him down. Zametev's ultimate objective is to extract valuable information about the United States Air Force's advanced aircraft and potentially sway Mack to defect to the Soviet side. Mack is summoned to Zametev's office, where they engage in a conversation about Mack's heritage, highlighting his Sioux and Cheyenne roots. Zametev introduces Alekin, a skilled tracker of Yakut descent, representing Siberia's equivalent to Native Americans. Alekin is renowned for his ability to prevent prisoners from escaping. Zametev attempts to persuade Mack to betray his country, granting him a 24-hour deadline to make his decision. Returning to the confines of the prison, Mack encounters Pennington, a fellow captive and chemist. Pennington, weakened by 6 months of imprisonment, encourages Mack to escape and provides him with crucial information about the compound's layout. Recognizing his own inability to brave the treacherous Siberian landscape, Pennington implores Mack to relay his situation to his country, in hopes of securing a rescue mission. That night, Pennington successfully disables the lights, allowing Mack the opportunity to pick his cell lock and escape from the prison. Using a pole, he vaults over the wall and ventures into the woods. Upon discovering Mack's absence, Zametev pressures Pennington to disclose any information about Mack's escape before freezing to death, but Pennington remains steadfast in his refusal. Mack navigates through the wilderness, drawing upon his ancestral knowledge to survive. He forages for berries and edible plants to sustain himself. Along the way, he stumbles upon a cabin and steals warmer clothing, a knife, and canned goods. Alekin manages to track Mack to the cabin but arrives too late, as Mack has already ventured about 50 miles away. As Mack reaches the mountains and finds a place to rest, he encounters Yakov, a Russian man also fleeing from Soviet forces. Yakov befriends Mack and aids him on his journey for several days. Advising Mack to head towards the village of Taiga, Yakov informs him that a woman named Natalia will provide assistance. To secure his survival, Mack crafts a bow and arrow, successfully hunting and killing a bear. This provides him with a warm coat for the approaching winter and nourishing fatty food necessary for enduring the harsh conditions. Mack reaches Taiga and seeks refuge with Natalia. His hunting skills benefit the entire village, leading to an agreement allowing him to stay temporarily. Yakov arrives in the village and informs Mack that Alekin is relentlessly tracking him. While Mack is on a road near Taiga, an individual in a car attempts to kill him. In self-defense, Mack eliminates the driver and transports the body back to town. Later, Alekin discovers the scene and realizes that Mack must be in close proximity. Alekin meets with Petrovich, a prominent figure in the village, and divulges Mack's presence, requesting their vigilance. After Alekin departs, Mack visits Petrovich and restrains him by tying him to his bed. Continuing his arduous journey up the mountain, Mack employs tactics such as setting grass fires and triggering avalanches to impede his pursuers. However, another tracker encounters Mack and alerts Alekin, ultimately resulting in Mack's capture. After enduring a brutal beating, Mack miraculously manages to escape once again. Determined to reach Alaska, he steals a kayak and plans to cross the treacherous 90-mile Bering Strait. Before embarking on his perilous journey, Mack returns to Taiga to confront Alekin directly. In a climactic showdown, he triumphs over his nemesis and takes his scalp as a symbolic victory. Mack then sends the scalp to Zametev in the package mentioned earlier, along with a note that explains the significance behind his actions. The note declares, "This was once a custom of my people. In my lifetime I shall take 2. This is the first." Last of the Breed stands as one of Louis L'Amour's final novels, as he penned a total of 89 books throughout his prolific career, with most of them belonging to the Western genre. His impressive body of work sold over 200 million copies before his passing. Many of his literary works have been adapted for both the big and small screens, including the 2001 film Crossfire Trail, featuring Tom Selleck. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.